friends, this is Tim Booth with the Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to this edition of the Z-Series. Remember that the Z-Series was a Chamber of Commerce program where we wanted to highlight collaborations and partnerships in our community. And we're very pleased to introduce to you today Eric Lathers, who is a corporate account manager at Consumers Energy. And today, Eric's going to share with us a multitude of ideas, programs where area businesses can save energy. I think that's a universal want with all businesses. And Eric's going to share some ideas and programs that Consumer Energy offers. We're going to be joined today by Todd Fry with the Jackson Public Schools and Martha Firstenau, President and CEO of American One Credit Union, to share their stories, their testimonials of how they've taken advantage of some of these opportunities and programs that Consumers Energy has. Eric, welcome to the Z-Series. Thank you very much for being here.
Good morning, Tim. Thank you for having me and Consumers Energy. We are delighted and excited to discuss with you our energy efficiency programs that includes over 400 measures. A few examples of these measures: lights, new construction, boilers, gas, anything, anytime there's an upgrade with motors or variable frequency drives, chances are we're going to have an incentive for your upgrades. And I'm really excited to talk to American One and JPS in regards to all these measures that they've taken, and really just kind of want to tie that into how well Jackson has done in the state of Michigan with these incentives. So with that, I would like to speak with Todd and Martha. Todd, let's start with you with Jackson Public Schools. Todd, I want to talk to you about JPS first, and tell me, what motivated you to become part of this program, energy efficiency program?
Morning, Eric. Probably the biggest thing that got us motivated is being able to reduce our carbon footprint, but not only that, where we can save money on utilities and devote it more to the education of the students in the county, just better education as a whole. That was probably our biggest catalyst to starting the program.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, those are great. Those are, great benefits, not only for JPS, but the community, Jackson community as well. So thank you. Yes, thank you. Martha, how about you? What was American One's motivation for joining the energy efficiency program and participating as much as you have?
Well, similar to JPS, we're interested, of course, in reducing expense, and we're always motivated by incentives to do so. So that was primarily our motivation, but I will tell you another one is, and that is, over 35% of our workforce is under the age of 30. And what we know about that group of people is that they are very committed, not just to the community, but to environmental concerns. And so when we look at attracting talent to American One, we know that these programs have an added benefit of how potential employees see our company and what we're doing for the environment.
That's great. Absolutely great. We certainly hear that because at Consumers, we're trying to do the same type of, the same type of structures, and we're always looking to market not only the program, but we want to bring in great talent too. So that's great. Thank you for that. So Martha, let's stick with you. And I think you kind of touched on it, but why is energy waste reduction important to American One? Besides,
well, we have a responsibility to our membership to be efficient and keep costs down. We are a credit union is a not-for-profit financial institution. However, that doesn't mean we shouldn't make a profit. And so
Sure.
Expense reduction is really important. And we serve our membership that way. And so that's why it's important to us.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. Let's go over to Jackson Public Schools to Todd Fry. Todd, same question to you. Why is, energy waste reduction, why is that important to Jackson Public Schools?
We feel like we have an obligation to the community to invest in those dollars, those monies. And if we can reduce it and the overhead of energy and our small part on getting, like you mentioned, getting those boilers tuned up so they're running efficiently, heating schedules, lighting, we can reduce that. It's just better for the overall community. We can provide better education. We can just run more efficiently as a whole.
Very good. Very good. Again, that is music to our ears at consumers. So the less energy that our customers use, the better for everybody. It's just we're trying to be as efficient as possible in every way we can. So thank you for that, Todd. So Todd, again, I think you touched on this again, but let me just ask you this. What does it mean to be a leader in the community with joining this program and all of the incentives? I mean, you guys have you've done a great job. I mean, I think 50 different projects you've done.
Yes, we appreciate the incentives that you guys have put out, so that always helps out, and it almost helps make you more aware of things as well. When you put your incentive programs out there, it's something that you may not have thought about before. And by us being able to take advantage of those situations, it's just phenomenal throughout the district.
Excellent. Thank you, Todd. So Martha, back to you, same question in regards to American One. What does it mean to be, one of the leaders in making Jackson, the energy efficient hub, so to speak?
Yeah. Well, so American One, started in 1950. So we have deep roots in Jackson, just like Consumers Energy does. And, we didn't come by our success on our own. And we feel that the collaboration that occurs in the business community in Jackson is key to our success. And naturally, it's key to every business's success. So anytime we can support another business or endeavor in Jackson that helps us, but also helps the community at large is important to us. And again, it's important that we put Jackson on the map. Sometimes it's difficult attracting talent and candidates to Jackson because of our small size. Maybe people have never heard of Jackson, Michigan before. And these kinds of projects and these kinds of certifications really help us stand out as a community and as a business. So we're happy to be a leader in this area because we feel like it's a virtuous circle of benefit for everyone.
Excellent. Thank you. Light bulb went off after both of those questions to both Martha and Todd with American One and JPS. I don't want people to feel, or customers to feel, intimidated with the 400 measures and all the different things you can do. We have support. We do support our energy advisors is what we call them. We have them come in and they'll do the walkthrough of the building and help our customers understand what they can do to gain these measures and how much energy they can save by certain upgrades. So it's not hey, here's a 100-page book, plop it on the desk and we're out of there. It's we're there to help you every step of the way, and we'll even fill out the applications for you and whatever you need. So thank you for that. Energy Star recognition. How does that help your business, promote your business, Martha?
Well, the Energy Star brand is very well known. I know when if I'm just even shopping for appliances and I see that Energy Star, that's where I start, right? And so, the brand recognition is great. And so when people identify that brand with American One, that's a win-win for us. And, and just having this conversation today, we have very few platforms for us to talk about energy conservation. We're a financial services company, and it's not the first topic that we talk about, but it does, this kind of platform lets us, I'll just say, humbly brag about, our efforts and the efforts in the community. And so it's a way to start the conversation. And you never know who you're going to impress or maybe inspire by having that Energy Star brand associated with your brand.
That's great. That's great to hear. We do appreciate hearing that, and in fact, I've taken notes. Just phenomenal reasons to be Energy Star. Todd Fry, Jackson Public Schools, back to you. Energy Star recognition. How does that help JPS? Promote your brand and really market what you've done. Can you tell us a few things that maybe some things that you've done in regards to Energy Star and how you've promoted it?
When you get that Energy Star recognition, you're able to put those plaques up on the walls and the different buildings throughout the district, and people, the staff members, the community, when they get to see that plaque, and they realize, like, from a staff standpoint, that all the work that they've done to help get you there, it promotes that positive attitude to where they want to continue to keep doing everything they can do, with the energy conservation, try to reduce energy waste, to still be recognized in an Energy Star program. And then, that brand mixed in with the GPS brand, putting out that we are for the community, and we try to just be better as a whole at any point we can.
Sure. Well, thanks, Todd. It's got to feel good to be able to make upgrades. Get an incentive. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those upgrades, it's been phenomenal when you can do those upgrades and just know you're doing your part within that community, within the
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you can take those incentives and put them back into your business, right? Or back into PS to, budget or more upgrades. Maybe there's, work that you've been needing to do at other places that you just haven't been able to get to, or, really haven't, had the time or manpower. It's just good to have those incentives to be able to, and same with American One. I'm sure they're, getting those incentives, making, upgrades that you really haven't been able to get to or haven't really identified. It's got to feel great.
It does. We're doing we own a couple of very old buildings in downtown
Sure.
Jackson. And as we remodel, it's really been useful for us to have this guide really of what energy efficiency means. And so during remodeling, we're using the guidelines, and also for our new builds, just to make
Right.
sure that we're prepared for the future.
Great. Thank you. One thing again, another light bulb in regards to, I believe both of you have done some lighting retrofits and some LEDs. And one of the benefits of LED lighting is it boosts morale. And a lot of people don't realize that. Just the light in the particular facility, it boosts morale. And with boosted morale becomes more productivity, right? We all want, which becomes more efficient. So, just something to maybe make note of. Those are, just one benefit from one measure, right? So, well, thank you both. With that, Tim, I'll kick it back to you. And did you have any, closing comments or any questions for Martha or Todd, myself?
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Martha and Todd. Eric, if someone viewing wants to learn more about your programs and energy efficiency, what would you instruct them to do?
Sure. Well, they can always reach out to Consumers Energy, 800-805-0490 will be the number to call, and then they will direct you to someone like myself, one of my colleagues, and then we'll get an energy advisor set up, and we'll start it from there. So really, the most efficient way is to call that business center line, and we can kick it off from there.
Wonderful. Again, Todd, Eric, and Martha, thank you very much. As I highlighted at the beginning of this episode, the Z-Series effort is to highlight collaborations and how they successfully help the partnership, and these illustrations that we heard today are just great examples of that. Great to hear about the rebates and programs that Consumers offers, and just learn more about the energy efficiency opportunities that Consumers Energy provides. And it's great to have this format to introduce and let the other businesses in town understand and be introduced to this. It's almost counterintuitive what you said earlier, Eric. The less energy folks use, the better you feel about it, and that's an interesting outlook. And I think it's indicative of the sincerity that we have in these programs. So, Todd, Eric, and Martha, thank you very much for being on this episode of the Z Series. This is Tim Booth with the Jackson Chamber. Thank you for viewing.